much do you need to get an online business off the ground? So there you are, an awesome entrepreneur to be, or maybe you've already started. You have books, you have music, you have art, you have something, some message you want to share with the world, and you're wondering how to do it. Now you see the online space. It looks like, oh my gosh, maybe I could do something over there. And you see people talking about freedom and all of this stuff. But more than anything, you just know that you're called to do something more. So how much does it cost, okay? And that's what we're going to be talking about. How you doing? How you doing? Woo, woo, how you doing? Yeah. Okay, I'm Rosemary Lonnie Knight, RNK for short, and this is the Deliberate Life Stream. And one of the things that we talk about in the Deliberate Life is, you know, getting a business or some kind of way of getting our life out, our passion, our purpose out into the world and changing people's lives. That's what we're about, okay? We're very much about deliberately doing what we're actually born to do. But sometimes, and a lot of people, and in fact, it's one of the most common reasons I hear from people, is that, oh, I don't think I have the money to get anything off the ground. And so people use money as a reason why they don't get started. Now, I must admit, that it never even slightly occurred to me. It did a bit. I suppose it did a bit, okay? It's because I remember actually going, one of the first things I did when I finally decided I was going to get serious about being in business, I did go for, one of the things that really attracted me to property was the fact that I was being marketed to that you had no money down. You didn't need to put any money down, because for me, that was a big issue. I had just gone bankrupt. I was coming out of that and realizing I was still broke and deciding that I needed to do something with my life. Something that allowed me to stay around my children, because I didn't want them to be at home on their own or going, well, not at home on their own. They wouldn't be at home on their own, but I didn't want them, hello, Rhiannon, how you doing, my honey? I didn't want them to go off to a nursery or anything like that. So I wanted to figure out how I could be at home and start doing some of the things that I'd been talking about forever. And this was really, to begin with, all I wanted to do was be at home. I wasn't even thinking big picture at this point. Anyway, I didn't want to be at work for 60, 80 hours a week. And so people ask me this question of money and such. And the truth of the matter is, I suppose, for me, there was almost no doubt that I was going to somehow figure it out, okay? That somehow there had to be a way. That there had to be a way. Surely everybody is in some way broke when they start building a business. Now, I know that's not necessarily the truth for everybody, but usually one of the reasons why you start a business, just definitely like for me, was because you didn't have no money. That's why you're starting in the first place, right? So when people ask me this question, I always think, I don't know, because people say that and they use it as a roadblock to ever starting, because, well, I don't have the money for it. But that just makes you normal. That just makes you the same as everybody else that ever started a business. The question, and I think the only question, is, do you want to live a life where you are living out the calling, the purpose on your life, or not? Yes, okay, you might be listening to me thinking, yeah, but I don't have the money. How much do you think you need? We are so blessed. We are so blessed at the moment, okay? We live in a place where, look at me, I'm doing this. I'm speaking to people here, and, you know, speaking to you. I don't know where you are. I don't know where you are. Where are you? I don't know where you are. You could be anywhere on the planet, literally, and I'm speaking to you completely for free. We live in a day and age where money is not a reason not to get started. It's not a reason. You might think that it is, okay, and I get that. People do think, oh, I don't have capital. And so, yes, I was speaking to somebody not so long ago who wants to do some, oh, I want to get a building and I want to do all of this. Okay, yes, if you want to get a building and do all of that, then fine, I get it. You might need some capital. But then I always ask them, is there another way, okay, to get going? And then once you've got going and you're making some money, you can start thinking about a building and all of that kind of stuff. Hey, Essex, woohoo! But see, yeah, I'm speaking to you in Essex. Right here, right now, sharing my message with the world. And yeah, I've never met you in person. The same as anybody can do this. Anyone can do this, okay? You might have books that well, there's some people that have books that they want to write and they haven't even started writing. So it's like, well, You don't have anything to worry about yet. You haven't even started writing the book, basically. And then there are people with art or music, or there's people with, you want to coach people or you want to heal people. Because I generally tend to work with, spiritual entrepreneurs. They're usually service providers. Not always, but usually. But even if you weren't, there are products that whatever product it is that you want to sell, there is a way to start going without that much capital. The thing that matters is the will. Are you willing to do what it takes? One day I'll meet you face, yeah, that sounds like a plan, Rhiannon. But it's like, are you willing to do what it takes to actually start doing the thing that you're born to do? Are you willing to do what it takes? Because people use money as a roadblock. And I get it, okay? We've all been brought up to think that money is the only way to do anything. It's the only way to be happy. Unless I have money, life is just going to be terrible. And some people then go the other way. The other way, it's like, oh no, I don't need money. I don't need anything. And so then they're putting themselves out. Because then you have spiritual entrepreneurs who are putting themselves out and refusing to earn any money, or they don't realize that they're refusing to earn any money because of the certain beliefs that they have around money. And then there's the other side, which is, I can't even start because I don't have enough money. But how does that make sense? How does that make sense? It doesn't make any sense. One, a workman is definitely worthy of their pay. So if you're a spiritual person and you're trying to serve people, how dare you take away the opportunity for them to pay you because you haven't worked out your own stuff? Basically, work out your stuff so that people can pay you and they can get the benefits of what you have to offer. Because some people, so that's one side of it, okay? There's money beliefs that just really need to be handled. But then there's also just this whole, how much money do I need to start? I can tell you right now, very little money you need to start. Really, all you need is knowledge. All you need is knowledge and boldness to start following what you sense inside of you is the thing to do next. Because spirit is always trying to get your attention. Your intuition, divine, whatever you want to call it, is always giving you ideas of things that you can do, but fear gets in the way, and then people start talking about how they don't have money to start. You don't need money to start. You could start a business literally by doing a live stream and announcing to the world that you are now in business, and if people want to find out more about your product or your service or whatever, they need to get in touch with you via private messenger. That's it. You could start your business that simply. And because people then think, but I need a website and I need this and I need the other and I don't know how to do any of this stuff, and then that might be another live stream. But really, I want to really address this money thing. You don't need as much money as you think you do. You need hardly any money. And in fact, if you really had no money, you could, if you were really determined, you would find a way to get going. That's the truth of it. You would find a way to get going. Because money, until you decide is a roadblock, it's not a roadblock. It's just, okay, I don't have that much money right now. So what? That's why I'm starting this crazy business, man. Because I want to make some more money. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you use it as a roadblock, then money becomes almost like an idol. Money becomes the thing that determines whether you live your calling or not. People tell me they're not motivated by money, but everything they're doing is based around, I need to pay the bills, I need to get some money to pay the bills. But I'm not motivated by money. Yes, you are. The only reason a lot of people are in the jobs that they're in is because of money. Basically, yet they would also say, no, I don't care about money. Yes, you do care about money, because if you didn't, you'd be doing what you know you're actually born to do. So again, how much does it cost to start an online business? Practically nothing. Practically nothing, which is both a blessing and a curse, because sometimes when you've invested a lot in something, then you're more likely to actually just do what needs to be done to make it work. And that ultimately is the issue here. It's not the money. It's, do you have the will to make it work? Because if you have the will to make it work, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. You have that vision inside of you for a reason. You've been given every single thing you need in order to make it work. You've been born in this day and age where you can start something just like that, just by choosing to do it. So what is going to stop you? What is going to stop you? Now, this is the thing, honey. If you know that you have a calling and you're ready to start actually living it out rather than making excuses, I love you all, but if you're ready to actually make it work, I've put on the purpose-driven profits thing for you. Okay? No, it's not free. So that will cost you some money. But what you will get is the knowledge that you don't actually have right now. Okay? Now, that knowledge is the thing that will change your life. That knowledge and that courage to step forward and do something that, though it seems like nothing anybody around you has ever done, but there's this urge, this calling inside of you to do it. If you will, come and work with me one-on-one, okay? And you will know if you're the person I'm speaking to. You come and work with me one-on-one in Purpose-Driven Profits. I will help you put everything in place for very, very little money, okay? Very little money. You start doing everything. As I said already, guys, the truth of the matter is, if you are really like strapped for cash and you have not even a penny, you can still start your business today on your phone and you know, just tell people what you have. You could. But if you also want that support, that ongoing support to help you move forward, to help you actually build out the foundation of your business, then come and work with me in Purpose-Driven Profits, because it'll be such a pleasure to support you. It is part of what I do, is to get spirit-driven people like us, okay, purpose-driven people like us, who have a call, we have a message, we have something that we want to deliver to the world. We have, you know, there's an ache inside of you to actually do the work that you know you're born to do, okay? And if that is you, and you're committed to making the world a more beautiful, more amazing place, okay, then come and work with me for 90 days in Purpose-Driven Profits, one-on-one. Okay, so this is one-on-one work, so you need to be really serious about this. And yeah, let's get this business of yours off the ground. Okay, I know what I know, okay? I know you don't always know what I know. So for you, it might seem a bit like, oh, this is too hard, I'm not sure how to do this. But I know that it's not actually as difficult and as horrible as you think it is, and I know what you need to do. Thank you, Rosemary. I needed to hear this today. It has given me the confidence that was waning a bit. Good, honey. I'm glad, okay? So for you, the right person that needs to work with me, you know, go and look at the page. You'll read through the page, you will know, it will resonate with you, you will know that yes, it is time now for me to invest in myself and actually work with somebody to bring my stuff to life, okay? So, your job right now is to go over to the page, go read through everything, and go join in if you are the right person for me. Until the next time, my honeys, have an amazing rest of the day. And remember, it really doesn't take very much to start. You just need to start. Much amazing love. Share this with somebody else. Let us deliberate people get out into the world and start changing the world. The world needs us, okay? Look at the world. The world needs us. It is time that we wake up to what we're here to do and start doing it. No more excuses. Let's change the world together. Little by little, we can, okay? Much love. Bye.